This video is brought to you by Diamond Pacific Tool Corporation. Diamond Pacific is America's favorite diamond tool, wheel, and lapidary machine manufacturers. For nearly half a century, Diamond Pacific has set the industry standard for diamond lapidary equipment. Join the majority of professional lapidaries and choose Diamond Pacific products such as their Nova wheels, Pixie, Genie, and Titan gem makers, as well as their wide selection of other high-quality lapidary diamond products. Check out Diamond Pacific today and find out why they're considered America's premier diamond lapidary tool manufacturers. This video is brought to you in part by SpecialtyCabinBlock.etsy.com. Specialty Cabin Block are the manufacturers of some of the best lapidary block material available on the market today, and also provide a fantastic cabochon cutting service. Specialty Cabin Block is proudly made in America and make very unique block materials that no one else is really making right now on the market. Check out SpecialtyCabinBlock.etsy.com. Make sure to use product code DAVE1 at checkout to directly support the channel. The original Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. TGMS. The main squeeze. The OG. 50-something years in the making. Everything else is just based around this. For the last 50 years. It's one of the best, but also, for me, a little bittersweet because it's the end of the show. 4 more days. Lots of cool stuff. I often get some of the best interviews here, and I also get the cops called on me the most here. So make sure to hit the like button. If you've been watching and you haven't done so already and you're into this kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe. Lots of cool stuff, but in all honesty, even though it's like the main squeeze, I don't think there's anything here that you can't find at one of the 40 other plus outlets. And I would definitely not consider this the highest end, although they usually show a couple pieces that are like particularly expensive. Last year, I think the most expensive piece was a $13 million rose quartz terminated crystal from Afghanistan. I mean, and there's stuff better than that out of the outlet shows, and especially the underground shows, the secret shows. But yeah, it's good. It's gonna be good. A couple years ago, they had the UV booth. I don't think they have it this year. There is lectures and symposiums. Never really filmed those. Don't know if they want those on the internet. But $22 for a 2-day pass. I feel like that's new. It used to be like $25 for the entire time. But you get to pick what days you come and what days you don't. So today's Thursday. I might come back the last day or might come back tomorrow. Either way, it's all about money. You know how it is. Lots of cool stuff. A lot of people actually leave their show that they've done all month to come here and show here. Also, a lot of shows are already over. Most of the shows, I think, no, not most, maybe 40% are closed already. And it's going to be raining this weekend, so this place is going to be packed on the weekend. I'm happy I was able to make it this Thursday. There's some like news stuff going down over there. Every YouTuber who comes to Tucson is going to be here. Yeah, thanks everybody who supported the year. Didn't get to film as much as I'd like to because of the sales stuff. But thanks, really from the bottom of my heart, everybody that makes this possible for me. This used to just be to support my music, and now now this is the main job, and the music supports the rocks. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Stampy stamp? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I just have to...
because we can't get everybody, and a lot of people just kind of left. As long as it said already entered, it means that they already came in. And then sometimes I step up, and then it like we was so it...
Oh, I know why they do the 2-day pass now. Because I used to just get somebody's ticket who already came here. So I guess to get rid of that, they do this. Lots to see. But it's coffee time, first and foremost.
08 carat yellow or champagne colored diamond from Kimberley area of South Africa. Mined in the mid to late 1800s. It was a 490 carat rough that was owned by the Goldbaum brothers, jewelry in New York. And they cut it in the 1920s and made the necklace, which is platinum. And there's another 20 carats of diamond actually in the necklace.
Do you know if the diamond in the necklace comes off the stone, the original stone?
No, I do not. And the thing is, as I said, it was a 490 carat rough. And in the Smithsonian history that I read, no information is on the rest of the diamond, only on the main stone that was cut.
Is it owned by the Smithsonian?
Yes, now it is, since it was donated in 2019.
Amazing.
Ma'am, what you're willing to pay for it, and that's like any priceless commodity, like real estate. We can only value it by the last transaction. Now, we don't know what Bruce paid for it when he bought it at auction in the mid-2010s. And then he donated it in 2019 to the Smithsonian. The thing is, since it's owned by the Smithsonian, there will never be another transaction that, you know, you can put a value on.
It's absolutely stunning.
It is absolutely, and it's champagne color. Unfortunately, my fluorescent light isn't bright enough, but it fluoresces blue.
Amazing. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Enjoy the show.
Do you work for the Smithsonian or for the club?
No, sir. I am a volunteer at the club here.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here, brother.
Hey, I think I get some pleasure out of just and meeting great people.
Absolutely. Thank you. My name. The gentleman is super kind. They must have to wipe these glass showcases down 10 times a day. Amazing. So this is still here. It's probably part of a private collection, maybe not. I don't know. It looks like the number's there for it to be sold. It's been here since I've been coming. A little tough to tell, but the intarsia is opal, turquoise. Looks American. The malachite's probably Congolese. The opal, if it's not Australian, it might be Brazilian. Don't know what, oh, the center stone is golden quartz, almost symmetrical looking pattern. Put your car keys in there. Got these beautiful pair here. Super cool. This is really awesome. That is 2,751 grams, so about what? Almost 3 kilos. That's so fine, it looks like glass. No information that I see. Actually, a little bit down here, we'll look at a second. But why don't you folks guess? Do you think it's Brazilian? Is it Pakistani? The cuts seem pretty simple. I hope Justin can come around. He's probably going to be teaching something here if he does come here. That guy's brilliant. But he could probably name all these cuts. I'm gonna say Brazil. But we'll get to the card here in a second. BMG, gems and jewelry, and doesn't say where else. Are these topaz? Is that aquamarine as well? Some other kind of barrel? I don't know. Let's go check these out here. I wonder what the Tucson Arizona Gem and Mineral Club is like. They must just have tons of machines because so many people here are probably into it. Wow. The Crown of China fluorite on Hindenburgite, included quartz. Hanggang, Fenshi mine. Excuse my mispronunciation. From Chifang City, Inner Mongolia. Owned by Mohammed Aziz, that's EJAZ. Don't know how to pronounce that either. Look at the sides. All of that beautiful Himalayan quartz. Is it Himalayan? Is Mongolia in the Himalayas? I don't know. The green chlorite quartz. A piece. There's one more over here I wanted to film. Just didn't want to crowd folks while they were doing their thing. The Hope. You can find the seller at Etsy. Are they paying to be in this spot? Or is it just they got picked to be here? That's pretty cool. It's kind of in the middle of the show. You see such an amazing display, and then the seller is on Etsy. It's green topaz in the back over there. This one's really cool. Kind of hard to get a shot of. It's a little dark. Almost like 3 blades at the top. The only specimen of Germangevite on smoky quartz, too fragile to carry. Cheryl, which I think it's like the highest end of black tourmaline, right? Cheryl. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I am no longer going to try to read those names for you folks. That's where it's been. Fabulous. Yeah, lots and lots of showcase displays. I don't know if I should like chop it up and crop it up or what I should do. I guess at least this first take, I'll just leave it open. San Diego County Mining. Mouth West Stewart Mine. Fallbrook Gem and Mineral Society, established 1957. Feels like forever ago. This big boy is from Warner Springs.
Yesterday she made a sale.
Oh, this was the best one. There's
but they give you swarm huge. So yesterday, it was 10. There was one that was selling quite a and Stephanie said, "Oh, which one is this?" So she sent her photographs, some photos sent it to me.
These are pretty cool. The little tourmaline castles right there. Elizabeth R. Ocean View mine. Check out Steve is the Miner on Instagram. He gave me and Sweet Jim a very special tour of the mine. That video's still up. Pretty cool. And make sure to check out Steve's stuff. He's the real deal. I guess the theme of this year is pegmatites. I think. So I can't tell the story as good as Steve can, but I guess like the Princess of China, when there was still like a hierarchy, would have her people go there and just collect the pink tourmaline. I guess it's not pink tourmaline. The pink tourmaline. And just only the pink. So sometimes they would just chip off the pink from a big green rod. And even though it was destructive, I guess the princess was obsessed with pink. I'm sure we can find that story a lot better online than the way I just said it.
Those are nice. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have any red things. I am so glad that I'm enjoying various bits and pieces.
Here's a spread from the Natural History Museum in Los Angeles. There is the QR code. I had another phone on me. We could watch a video with audio, show off some pictures, but just getting close so you folks can do that yourself in your own time. But it is a lovely spread. What's trippy is all of this super fine material and these amazing showcases. It's all, I think, if I'm not mistaken, kind of based around like a lapidary club, right? Or just a gem and mineral club, not a lapidary club. The lapidary aspect of it's probably part of it, but.
Oh no, this is Sue. I wondered if it was time to eat yet. I'm over by the Display 900.
So make sure to support your local lapidary
Yeah, look
club.
over at the owls in there.
Especially the Victorville Gem and Mineral Club, which Their annual tailgate is coming up. I will have information on that, hopefully on screen or in the description, or if I have any time at all, I will put it in, I'll like make a commercial in the middle of the video. I should have done it for every video that I put out. I love the Victorville Gem and Mineral Club. I consider it my hometown club, even though I live in Tucson, New Mexico.
Yeah. Well, some of these mineral collectors build one.
Just passionate people.
Very sweet guys. So, some of these are pretty impressive.
Providing a great service. It's not just lapidary, sometimes it's like, you know, rock hounding tours and camaraderie, friendships will last a lifetime. Alright, 60 years of cyber plus cyber. Switzerland's biggest mineral business. Cyber and Cyber is one of the most long-lived mineral businesses in Europe and is set to stay for many years to come. We started out as a family business with a small store in Zurich, downtown, and a basement in Cyber family in the Cyber family house in 1964. It has become a large-scale mineral company with dozens of employees. Cyber family members have been coming to the Tucson show since the early days. Andreas S-T-U-C-K-I, Stucci? I don't know. Manager for more than 15 years, and today owner has been a steady visitor to the show since 1992. The Cyber family, by the way, is still active, but their passion moved a slightly different direction. They are successfully running a dinosaur museum nearby. Interesting. It's hard trying to maintain a good frame and read this sign and not look like a fool, but I'm trying for you folks. What we brought with us from the Swiss Alps this year is an array of exceptional quartz. Gwindels? G-W-I-N-D-E-L-S? This is a rare, twisted type of quartz growth the Swiss Alps are famous for. Gwindels are found almost nowhere else. Note the distinct bending of the front face to round out the showcase. We added some outstanding smoky specimens. Note that many of these specimens have been unearthed under very taxing and dangerous circumstances, often involving high-altitude conditions, poorly accessible rock cliffs, etc. Did my best. There's the QR code. Read it for yourself.
А знаешь, они глинды, нет, они редкие, и пока не ясно, как они образуются.
This one's cool. Smoky Gwindel with amethyst tips.
Look at that, right there. This jacket's heavy.
Kind of hard to film. After all these years, you think I would have like an ND filter or something to get through these glass cases. These, my poor little phone, really just can't capture the beauty of. Absolutely love it. This showcase was at the Denver show, so a lot of you folks already know the answer. But you have to spot the imposter. Which one of those are not topaz? We'll get a better shot of that here in a little bit. I guess this dude used to carry around big topaz. Pretty crazy guy, a lot of controversy. Beloved by many, not so loved by many. The topaz sure is cool. Tantalizing topaz, a gemstone beloved by people since ancient times. Before you is a selection of topazes, global and local. Center stage is the museum-famed Dali topaz, once owned by the surrealist Salvador Dali. This 10,588 carat stone is the single largest cut in the museum's collection. Now the gemstone inspires the public daily from its home in Coors Hall, where it dazzles visitors by the thousands.
10,588 carats. That's insane. So this is all topaz?
Oh, once owned by Dolly.
Always trying not to hog the case, but let's take a look at these topazes over here. Before I show the QR code, I'll try to show off some of these for you folks.
Center stage is the museum's famed Dolly topaz.
Is the imposter A, B,
It was owned by Salvador
C,
Dali.
or D? If you watched the Denver show and you already know the answer, don't spoil it for everybody else. So put your vote in. And to get the answer, scan the QR code.
Like we were talking about flying back. Because we're going to have to fly from Melbourne to Sydney.
Topaz is really cool. Let me see if I can nab this case while it's slightly empty. ribbon here. Oh, just an exhibitor ribbon. Pegmatite. Pegmatite is an igneous rock, mainly of granite composition, characterized by an exceptionally coarse texture, featuring large, highly variable grain sizes. Interlocking crystals, grain size interlocking crystals, excuse me. Almost pegmatite exhibits a straightforward mineral composition common in ordinary granitic igneous rock. A subset of these formations possesses a complex composition hosting a multitude of uncommon mineral rich in rare elements. These pegmatites are exploited for valuable commodities such as lithium, beryllium, boron, fluorine. Put some fluorine in Sprightly's water. Tin, tantalum, niobium, uranium, and rare earth minerals, pegmatites, and their associated cavities of pockets are also home to the world's largest crystals and gem varieties, including microcrystalline, amazonite, quartz, mica, kunzite, beryl, aquamarine, and morganite, topaz, apatite, fluorite, granite, and tourmaline. Remarkably, certain individual crystals with these formations have exceeded 10 meters, 33 feet in length. Rocks to riches. Diamond crystals and kimberlite. Might be very hard to see. But to the upper right of that little red streak, actually right at the red streak, is a little tiny, tiny, tiny one. I can't really get any closer to it. But then these ones are a little bit more obvious. In the 1860s, the discovery of vast quantities of diamonds in South Africa ushered in the dazzling new era in jewelry. Until then, diamonds were scarce in Europe, available only to royalty and nobility with the new deposits. Diamonds became accessible and affordable to the wealthy upper classes.
I know, I don't tell anybody anything.
And the aristocracy love their diamonds. No other gem can sparkle and dance with the light like a diamond. Before the advent of electricity in the late 1800s, diamonds were the only gems that could dazzle even in the flickering glow of candles and gas lamps. In the early 1900s, the United States emerged as a new market eager for luxury and demand for diamonds. Following the South African discoveries, social events glittered with diamonds, tiaras, brooches, necklaces, earrings, rings, hat pins, and pendants. Diamonds and jewelry adorned ladies in the... I don't know what that word is. Corseted ball gowns of the Belle Europa. Tunic dresses of the flappers. Sleek gowns and cocktail dresses of the Art Deco era. and on throughout the post-war glamour of the 1950s. I wonder how many times a day they have to clean this glass from people just mugging it up. I'm not going to read all these cards. I can barely read it all. But this back here, it's opera glasses. Pretty fantastic.
All of these are incredible pieces.
All right. So I think that's most of the main displays. Actually, no. 3 more shelves here. I'm trying to get them while I can. I don't want to hog the cases yet. This is actually a pretty slow day for opening day. But as you can see, lots and lots of folks surrounding the cases. We'll check this. Oh, okay, we can do this one. Barrel and Muscovite, Pakistan. One thing that I love about these big event shows, especially ones that are more accessible to the public, like the GMS, is just seeing people just standing in front of the case, looking at every little piece of beautiful specimen like this, just like if they're eating, you know, just digesting it with their eyes.
Yeah, we won't have trouble. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate the things I make, I appreciate the things I have, and I appreciate the things I see, but definitely There are some people who are just digesting it in a better way that I can't, that I very much appreciate and almost envy. That one over there was the crown, and this is the queen.
It'd be amazing to find something like that.
It's coming from the Protestant.
In my opinion, it's definitely just like eating, you know? I have definitely spent all the money I've had and have right now, including just to come look at things or have something that you wear that other people look at on you, or just look at it in your collection. And I have things that I've spent all my money on that I don't even show people. That is just for looking, that I'm not going to cut, that I'm not going to wear. Humans are pretty wild. I mean, these were absolutely medicine for the ancients in every single culture. You know, nowadays, not so many folks can appreciate that. And regardless of what you believe, I mean, just the people just standing around spending so much time to look at these. It's I mean, there's a reason why people are coming from all around the world to look at this thing. Some people come here and don't buy a single thing. I tell people that all the time when they say, oh, I can't afford to come to the Tucson show. I come here broke all the time. Just make it happen. You know, you can just get a business card from somebody that has something that you like. You can work it out with them later, especially when they're not spending $50,000 at a booth. You might even be able to get that material more affordably later. I mean, I don't know what the booth spaces are here. I am sure that they are full, and I'm sure people pay in advance. And I'm sure it's an expensive venue since it's the main event. But it's only 4 days long. And it's very much worth it for some folks. Chinese fluoride skyrocketed. This fuzzy wuzzy still right there.
Where's the volcano? Good seeing you. Materials that people take for granted, like aragonite, you know, that in lower qualities are just cut into little towers and palm stones, sometimes beads or cabochons, in their finest form can look like this. I think it's the Greeks or something that, yeah, probably, I think it's the Greeks that said, you know, they're very much alive, you know, they seed, they grow, they stop growing when they're out of the environment that allows them to grow. Same with like a plant, you know, you take a plant out of the ground, you know, when we take a fern out of the ground, it's not going to grow anymore. Now are these all, you know, no longer alive because they're out of their environment that they grow in?
these as shells and husks. What was growing and would continue to grow for eternity. Is there a life cycle for the crystals that grow? Like a plant, you know, some plants live for thousands of years. Some trees live for hundreds of years, and some don't live very long at all. Adjacent atom collection, tapestry of color. An inspiring array of flora from around the world, whose color, form, aesthetics evoke. Even the millionaires get it wrong sometimes, folks. The same wonder and curiosity that the Monet painting was doing. Monet. This collection inspires to captivate one's attention through the artful arrangement of each florite, so that the view will focus not merely upon one single specimen, but on upon the sum of the collection, the collective woven together in a vivid tapestry of color, born of fluid, heat, and pressure. Minerals and gems dazzle us with their breathtaking colors, shapes, and diversity. Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History and History Suppression. Among these specimens shown in this exhibit, several have been illustrated in Lapis magazine, Mineralogical Record, and the other industry publications. The cover specimens are obvious and their provenance widely known, but there are other specimens among the tapestry of color which are illustrated within the pages of these well-known magazines. That one, right there. the thing says, just to be enjoyed as a whole. Eat it up.
I do. I love walking. I say that.
So, the petrified food slices that are in books, they were in books and then you got them, or were they?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, just wait. You know where
Well, we were just talking about you. We didn't. Look at good pictures of that thing.
So all of that were just like the main displays, the letterized displays, D, G, whatnot. But there's all these little showcases here and there. Let's take a look at some of these. Pegmatites showcased in the American Museum of Natural History's new magazine, Halls of the Gems and Minerals. A very coarse grain, intrusive igneous rock. Okay, it's copy and pasted from the same place as that other piece of information. The great Justin K. Prem said sometime in maybe one of his videos, or maybe when I talked to him, I don't remember. He says a good facet shines, a good cabochon glows.
Your attention, please. We still have some tickets for 2 o'clock drawing. The last numbers, the last 3 digits are 541.
They lowered the volume quite a bit from the way they were blasting it earlier today.
516. Next one's 517. 517.
No, just the topaz.
The next one's 592. 592. Come to the teaching rescue appointment and claim your prize.
No, that's not the one that you see that. Yeah, that was such a
I was so tempted to get those DG ones.
Floral appetite? I've never even heard of it.
Dudley Ballard. Yeah. Mine's a bit dressed. Okay, what am I missing?
Oh, these
I do love
roosters
this
here.
Victorian seeing that bicolor. It's kind of cool. How could it go from Jimmy Rubelite to the fibrous green?
We're going to stop here. This is
I'm sorry, I can't get past the appetite scene.
See, that's why you need somebody else.
Love that pin. Canadian Museum of Nature. Canadian pegmatites. Yeah, it's definitely like the theme of this year.
I have no idea which one
Let's see if we can get this outlight to play on camera. Not so much. It's kind of a rainbow schiller or something. I don't know what you'd call it. There we go. Got it. Spessartine. Helenite? Romandite?
Pegmatieten in een rugkamp. Dus 22 volkomen. Hier. Steenwijk pigment. Skinrealisatie.
Is daar.
Nice little family there. Zircon twin. And Papa Zircon there.
Oh yeah, I did see Michael. Yeah, he's here.
Rossmanite? Never even heard of it.
That thing is citrine. I'm looking at it. SiO2 citrine. It's in Quebec.
Molybdenite? From Quebec. It's what's inside that counts. Natural History Museum. Lithium production quadrupled between 2010 and 21. We need 6 times this amount by 2030. Good God. Find another way. rubellite snuff box. Very hard to see the beauty on camera. First discovered in 1792 in the Czech Republic. Society of Minerals Museum Professionals. Cool Kids Club. Polished slab of lion rock. Look at the bird. This is fantastic right here. Microline variation of Amazonite. Smoky quartz. Crystal Peak. Taylor, Colorado. Fabulous. Hey, the Harding Mine. That's Taos, New Mexico. I was just gonna start saying that looks like the jelly from Taos. That is the first material that I really started working when I took my lapidary journey. It's good to see it, seeing some love. As you can see, it's fabulous in its gemmiest form. That just used to be the common variation. Now it's all mixed in with pegmatite, so you get this like really nice light pink to medium pink pegmatite. Included lapidolite from the Harding Mine. They still let you sign up for free or donation, and you get to go harvest 5 pounds. And if you get a single piece of that, you did great. They have the mine barred up, so people break into it. I wonder if they're looking for that, if they're just looking for a place to party, but some Taos love, baby. Thank you, Society of Minerals Museums Professionals. Amongst all the beauties, that is the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show.
So he actually wasn't.
This material owns a little piece of my heart. Taos love. A gateway to collecting Pacific Northwest agates. Rice Museum, Rocks and Minerals. Looks like a lot of material we were selling for Dawn. Plume Graveyard from Oregon. Some saginite. This particular piece of sagenitic agate is also from Oregon. Some dendritic marcasite included. A piece from Oregon. First agates collected, probably by this particular society. I'm happy they kept it off of the Oregon beaches. Some Oregon carnelian. Definitely would not cut that up. Some cool looking moss. Thunder Egg, Jefferson County. And probably the best holly blue I've seen in Tucson. We got a bunch of nodules. The original holly blue was blue, and then the seam started becoming purple. So even though these are cool because it's really big, it's not quite the best blue. But I've never seen a seam of holly blue. I've only seen nodules. Really cool stuff. The good stuff sells for $2 a gram, even purple. So I wonder what the best blues go for. These would probably be hundreds, not quite thousands, but hundreds of dollars. Agate facts. Usually pronounced agate in America. Made of extremely tiny quartz and monganite crystals. When truly pure, it's clear like window glass. Different colors come from the impurities trapped inside. People love agates because of its beauty, shape, and patterns it can make. The Rice Museum in Hillsboro, Oregon started from a handful of agate and jaspers picked up at the beach. These little babies here. Awesome. The Science of Pegmatite. Healthy Norville Gem and Mineral Museum. It's the same copy and pasted information as the other ones. I wonder who was the person to write it. But the zoning information is pretty cool. Wall zone, intermediate. Read. Pause for your viewing pleasure.
They probably had this. Stehen auf Preis an. Das ist vorliegen mit da hin und auf, da 3, 4 abgefahren.
I hate rocks. Why do you take me to these places? I do like that pegmatology book. Look at that dude. Look at that hair.
Alright, so what you're going to see across the
Cat-sized turtleneck.
That book is pretty dope. The Canadian Mineralogist, special publication 15.
But when you, for example, this dealer, you get the location.
The Zadro Museum of Lapidary.
Or we show you on the map and it links.
Roosters. Excuse me. It's like the third one that's like very similar that I've seen. Third one's slightly different, and I want them all. You can tell that these two are three. Actually, I think these are all, might be all just the same stone sliced. Oh, I think they are. And they're laid out like this. Then it got a little funky on that spot there. Lost that and it started to get smaller. And the pink started to explode. Probably my favorite showcase along these rows. That's pretty awesome. Which one do you think Sprite would like the best? I think you'd probably like that. Now that is a hematite with rutile quartz crystal there. One of the bigger ones I've ever seen. Little spinies poking out. It's Brazilian? Love the tourmaline with rutile there.
Then we actually put light on
Beautiful Afghani tourmaline and smoky.
I've seen a lot of them. What is it in there? Is it gold? I mean, gold's not really fibrous like that. What is it? It doesn't see.
They were down
Ritualated, mutilated, golden mutilated quartz. I don't know what 6 aquamarine or 10? No, it's aquamarine.
I like the handwritten notes better than the engraved plaques.
That's supposed to be twinning.
The hematite?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I have another one that's exactly like it, that's just regular hematite. That wogenite is killer.
Does it come from mostly Brazil?
No, actually, come to find out, I realized that, for instance, New England, I grew up in New England, I didn't know this, astounding number of the heavy metal pegmatitic minerals like tantalite, columbite, wogenite, yada. So it's found all over the world, but the Brazilian stuff is generally the best. Like the tantalite, there's tantalite's coming out of Pakistan now, but that's Brazilian and it's fabulous. However, frankly, the really great ones, have a certain sort of translucent red to them, So if you go to Pakistan, you find a great translucent red tantalite, you're way ahead of that thing.
Oh, wow.
I like that one because the crystals are so spectacular and they're sort of brother and sister.
Yeah.
So we would have had technique.
The thing I learned like 3 days ago, you see the rose quartz behind it?
Yeah.
See all that weird minerals that are involved?
Yeah.
I thought it was the little thing on the top is the oscarite, and the black specks were just a manganese oxide. And then Demetrius Pohl, very good mineralogist, told me, no, they're the things I wrote there. I've owned that rock for 2 decades. I had no idea. I just learned that like 3 days ago.
Is this yours?
No, this question is...
What? It's an honor to meet you, brother.
Right on. I'm Bruce, and my friend Conan, who conveniently decided not to be here when we set up.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to bring my assistant, and we put it together. But yes.
And I'm like, this gentleman's a little too brilliant to be a normal tourist at the TGMU. I was thinking this to myself.
Oh,
I think this guy is he's not here for the metaphysical show on the 10th.
Well, I carry a crystal up my ass.
Oh yeah, you're awesome.
But I'm not kidding. Conan, my friend, he's like, oh, I have a board meeting. So me and the lady who's never seen a good rock are putting this shit together yesterday.
It's fabulous.
Thank you.
Is this rose quartz around this crystal here?
Not only is it rose quartz around the crystal, those whatever it is, I think it's titanium, do not quote me, that gives it the color, also wickedly impedes crystal growth. So all these rose quartzes, the biggest crystals you get, forgive me, buddy. So the biggest, see the crystal on the very left of that.
Oh yeah.
See the one on the left?
Yes.
That's about the biggest rose quartz crystal you'll ever see, right?
Most people don't even know that it can be terminated. They think rose quartz. Oh, I have a bunch on my kitchen table.
No.
You know.
No. So check it out. Compare. This is Conan's. Now compare, and compare it to my rose quartz over there, right? Now you see that big crystal, right?
Yep.
That is not a rose quartz crystal. That is a regular quartz crystal coated in rose quartz. Okay?
Fabulous.
And there's a little one down on the bottom. You see at the bottom right. That's a quartz crystal on its side that is then coated by rose quartz. But the size of the crystals of rose quartz, you will never, I mean honestly, I'd be hard pressed to say there's a rose quartz crystal on Earth that's more than an inch. And when they get that big, they get kind of, you know, mongoloid, if you will, you know. And so I find it very rare, but whatever metal is influencing the color is wicked fucking with the crystal structure and its ability to grow in the silicon dioxide, you know, tetrahedral, whatever, you know, trigonal tetrahedral crystal class. So this is kind of, both of these are kind of fascinating in that if you look at this quartz crystal, it's a little unusual, right? But that one over there, that's a perfectly normal quartz crystal, right? Up top. Trigonal trapezohedral, the kind of, you know, pseudo-hexagonal thing with the prisms and stuff, right? So, but if you look at this left-hand side, the rose quartz crystal to the left, right? It is struggling to even resemble its bigger brother. So whatever the metal is that's causing it to be rose is totally screwing with its ability to, from the, you know, the infinitesimally small, to grow up to be an actual crystal like that, or the euclase, or the topaz, or whatever. It's so fucking with it so much that that thing will not only not form a good crystal, it won't grow any bigger than that on Earth. Oh. Now, you know, somewhere there might be some find that I don't know about, but I've never in my 60 years of collecting seen a rose quartz crystal of any quality.
How long has Conan owned this?
Is a savant. Half these are mine and half are Conan's. He's a savant. He's only been collecting about 10 years, but his eye is astounding. Right? Now, he doesn't know the prices. He'll overpay for this, he'll overpay for that.
That's where you come in.
Stuff. Right, right. But dude, that's his, right? Now, there's a lot of those Pakistani. Oh, here's another thing. Conan is a lot more well endowed with money than me. So if I buy 3 of these rocks, come December, I'm having trouble paying rent.
Oh, yeah.
Conan owns a trucking company, so the huge pieces are his, right? So, but these aquamarines from Pakistan, right? I could buy an aquamarine from Pakistan for $300,000. Okay, what's your name, sir?
David.
David, I'm Bruce.
Bruce, you're such an honor and a pleasure to meet.
Right, thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you. This is my lifelong passion. So I could buy one, and dude, nobody'd even stop at my thing. 300 grand, aquamarine from Pakistan. When you walk around here, you are gonna see Pakistani aquamarines up the ass. Okay? Are you recording sound?
I'm gonna. I can.
I don't care. I just don't want to offend you.
No, you're not offending me. I want a hug before you get out of here.
Well, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm coming back out. But check out Conan's. You see the matrix? See the matrix? Right? That's an awesome, lustrous, complete feldspar crystal. You see it? That is a single feldspar crystal that aqua's growing. You see the crystal structure there?
Absolutely.
Almost any other aquamarine you look at here on Matrix is going to be on broken shit, or it's going to be, you know, yada yada. That's insane. The heliodor, right over there, the yellow heliodor up top, right? See what I'm saying?
Yes.
That one? Now, I'm a little bummed because these are not the lights I wanted. That is doubly terminated absolutely flawless, and the termination is very unusual. You see how it has that sort of weird pinch termination?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. David, I have a friend and I have to go to the restroom, but pleasure.
No,
I'll be around.
The pleasure is all mine.
I'm easy to find. I'm 6'6" in a fucking wheelchair.
Yo, I love you. Give me a hug. Dude.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, you are so amazing.
I'm delighted that you like it, and
I love it.
Okay, yeah. Where do you live?
Taos, New Mexico.
Oh, good for you. I worked in Albuquerque for years.
Oh, wow, yeah. It's
you know Terry Wallace?
Terry Wallace, maybe not.
He's the ex-director of the, what's the Alamo? What's up there? The nuclear whatever?
Oh, Alamosa. Maybe.
No. What's the new? What you saw Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer.
I haven't. I actually haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it doesn't matter where the nuclear bomb was done. What's it called?
Oh, no.
You know, there's that thing, right?
Yeah,
and he directed it, and it's right outside of Taos. Anyway, he's a big-time mineral collector of heavy metal. You know, metals.
And that
The year we right? Now that's not the world's greatest Yermite crystal, but the termination is outstanding. Any other Yermite crystal you see here will have a totally funky termination. Look at that termination; it's like a little arrow. So I got to go find my friend because we're gonna go drink bourbon and smoke dope.
I love you, Bruce. You're such an honor.
Oh, here. Do I have one in here? Shit. Okay, and write me. Ignore the work note.
Absolutely.
Please. All the rest of it is my context.
Thank you so much.
Right? I go to New Mexico a lot. Right?
I look forward to seeing you again.
Take care, David.
Lapidary.
Really? Thanks for watching. That is Bruce Carter.
Where is she? There.
This guy is amazing. Pegmatite minerals from New Hampshire, White Mountain Igneous Province. There is some illustration. It looks like it was from my middle school textbook, which I love. I went to a poor school, so we shared textbooks. I'd draw all over them. And then pick mine up and switch mine out with someone else's so that I wouldn't get in trouble because he'd always come to see if I drew in them.
Yeah. I was the kid who was like, teacher, someone drew a pot leaf for me.
Oh my gosh.
They changed the maple leaves. They look weird. The teacher was like, okay, calm down.
How do you say that? Gadolinite.
Sugar loaf milk.
See the dolly display? Never really not into that, dude. It's weird.
I like, him and his wife published a cookbook. And,
Yummy things?
Pardon?
Yummy things?
Yeah, but like they did parties, so they would throw extravagant things. They did a seafood tower where they literally had like concocted a tower out of seafood and it tells you the recipe for that. All these different things.
Have you seen that like Netflix or Hulu show where like they bring all these rich people and this sex worker to
like a dinner's party, but then it ends up at the end you die.
Oh, I've not seen it, but I believe that's White Lotus.
No. I don't remember what it's called. After that, Lynn was obsessed with cooking shows that are not just cooking shows. She's been binge watching House. I wonder how many episodes there are. She's gonna be so bummed when we leave. That's a juicy one, huh?
It's like the blue raspberry gushers.
This one is pretty interesting. So these are all yours, right?
I'm gonna take them home in a couple minutes. They're afraid of the dark. They can't stay here with them.
In honor of Joe Ruiz. Miss you, Joe.
Fans, this is what we're looking for.
Joe's spending big bucks on the good stuff up in the sky.
This is donated in honor.
Oh.
Not this.
Well, still Joe, love you anyway.
Yeah, the person who's doing this one is Tom Campbell.
Well, Tommy, love you too.
We love him. Yeah. That pedalite is fantastic.
You think Londonite has something to do with London?
Most likely.
Wrong. Madagascar. I'm just kidding.
So mean. Do you think childrenite has something to do with children?
Probably not.
Bertrandite. Is that like a type of... Huh. I often hear people kind of associate Bertrandite with like Tiffany.
Yeah, this Tiffany stone is opalized fluorite with Bertrandite, I believe.
Nerd.
Bertrandite, I don't know if that's what gives it the color or...
Sprite says he remembers when the Mexican Danburites were super cheap.
You can still get reasonable Danburite for...
I buy mine directly from Danbur. The pedalite is actually fantastic. You're not kidding.
It's way better than my GoPro.
Look at the messages. It's got beautiful messages. I was filming, and then like 4 other dudes were filming the same thing, and I'm just like, man, we probably look like a bunch of just turds. You ever see like the videos of like influencers standing on the table moving their cameras over food and stuff?
No.
Videos of people filming influencers and stuff. I do not consider myself one of those folks, but or like somebody holding up traffic to get a photo laying in a dress in the middle of the street of LA.
It's Beverly Hills. There's this one street that if you take it, it'll add an additional 5 to 10 minutes just because of influencers taking photos.
No way.
Seriously. It's the one with all the palm trees.
This Childrenite is fabulous. It's like super Art Deco-y. Sword of Doom. Thundercats over He-Man. Beautiful rose quartz crystal.
Captain Planet with the Thundercats.
Oh, go to heck with that. Alright. What was that guy's name? Wasn't it?
Diego.
Diego,
I
okay.
think. I could be wrong.
Where was Diego from?
I believe he was from Brazil. I could be wrong. Because he was the one who was like so sad with the rainforest getting cut down, obviously. So.
He had a monkey.
Yes, spider monkey.
Who was the Ken-looking white dude with the blonde hair?
I don't remember what his name was, but I think he was Air or something.
Fire.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Of course, you have to have, Red Ranger's got to be the token white Ken, and then the Chad, right? Chad has to be fire. What are you on about?
Oh, it's just a really happy photo. They look really happy and I thought it was super sweet. You could tell somebody just made them all.
Should we get this one for Sprite?
That's inside.
What is this crust muffin over here?
Tip top eye?
They just made that up.
Montgomery. Franzolite and tip top mud.
It's amazing. Not really just
This whole display is amazing, and thank you, Tom. Love you, Joe.
so cute. It looks so